morning, and welcome back to another Thursday night Woodturning live. What are we doing? So tonight there was a ad on Facebook with some firewood. I looked at it and I went, "They're not burning that." It was a load of yew branches, so I went and grabbed them. Some crappy old, it's like a spruce. Not really good for turning. Excellent for practice. But they do make a wicked garden dibbers, so we're going to do that tonight. And we'll make something out of the yew branches as well. Earworm in. Just click that button. At the moment, we have Wayne the Woodturner.
Good evening, everybody.
Looking after you. I know there's only a few at the moment, but that's because Brian's live, but I'm sure the numbers will pick up. I think Dale's popping in later. And Wayne Bigfoot's got the link as well. So he might pop in as well. But yeah, just some simple projects tonight. It's been a manic day at uni, so let's come out here, let's have a laugh, and yeah, let's make some stuff. All right, let's go to the lathe. So as I said, this is just a bit of spruce. It's just under 2 inches square. I tend to try and do a lot of my garden dibbers out of either stuff like this that would normally just get burnt, little offcut, or beech, or anything that's around. So we'll do something with this. I said ideal for a beginner, skew practice, spindle gouge practice. Yeah. So let's rough this down, and while I'm doing that, Wayne can let us know who's in.
Okay. Right, so first on the list was Herb. Good evening, Herb. Then Gerard. Douglas is in. Good evening, Douglas. How the
Evening,
devil
Douglas.
Brad R's in. Leah's in. Hiya, Leah.
Evening.
That's us up to now, Scott.
That's us for the minute.
Like you say, we're early and Brian's on at the minute as well.
Yeah, so. Brian's on.
Barry's just come in. Barry Chitty, that is. Mark.
Evening, Barry.
Mark Shopdog's just come in.
Now, when I initially set this live up, it was because I was going to be doing a craft fair on Saturday, and that's now not happening. The farmer's field is still under a considerable amount of water.
Oh, right.
You'd think they'd look at changing it, so they call it a St George's Day fair. Last year, the marquees blew away, like the big ones. This year, so instead of that, I'm going to take myself to Yandles on Saturday.
Why not? Say hello to Lucy and Andy from me, or also to Mark as well. I don't know if Kim's going down this time, but
don't know. Kez and Phil are going to be there.
All right, yeah, and obviously Emma's going to be there as well.
Yeah, I want to try and pick up some of Emma's comedian flakes if she's selling them.
Yeah, she'll probably have them there. She's doing an all-day demo tomorrow, and then I think she'll be around and about doing stuff on Saturday as well.
Yeah. Right. If you're going, come over and say hi. It's always good. What are we doing? So I'm just using the skew on it. It is softwood. And if you watch the likes of Steve Jones, he does everything with a skew, so. We'll get it round. Okay. So then what I do, because I'm turning between centres and I don't want to catch the ends, I'm just going to put a couple of relief cuts in.
Tony Smith's just come in. Evening, Tony.
There we go. And then all my ruler. So I do all my marking at inch intervals. And I tend to put roughly 7 inches, maybe a little bit more.
Not just the tip then.
Yeah. Real deep. You know, and the handle, it's up to you. I tend to do the same shape handle on all of mine. But that's just because when I started turning, Keith, right, he got me to do 50 of these and 50 cord pulls. And he showed me the shape, and that's what I've done ever since.
Yeah, Brad R's just said, a good sharp skew leaves a clean surface with that shear cut. I like completing my rounding off with a skew after using my rougher to get it close. Yeah, to get a very clean cut, you can't beat a skew chisel, I'll tell you the truth.
A lot of people don't like the skews, but you know what? Let's go for a slightly bigger spindle gouge for a minute. Just while we get rid of some of this bulk. Now, if you wanted, you could put a little recess in there for string to go round. So you could use it as a line when you're planting your seeds or your bulbs.
Douglas has said, I thought a house brick sandpaper left the surface real smooth. Yeah.
You could use a house brick.
Or a breeze block to start
Yeah.
off with, yeah.
Thank you, doggies. Let's go back to the skew.
Is there any chance you can move your camera so it's on more towards the tailstock end, Scott?
Yes, mate.
Seeing as
How's
how you just about finished the handle. Yeah, I think that'll probably do. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You're in there. That's it.
Cool.
So, for the people in the chat, what are you going to be up to this weekend? Are you getting a chance to be in the workshop, or you got other things planned? Douglas is, sorry, not Douglas, Mark is going to be in the workshop on Saturday morning and all day on Sunday. And Jamie's just come in. Hiya, Jamie.
Hiya, Jamie.
Douglas is going to be a couch potato. Well, you're going to be sitting all day watching the snooker, Douglas, or what?
Mr. Big Feeties, good evening.
Hiya, folks. Hiya.
Hiya, Wayne.
There you go.
Sorry, I'm a bit late.
That's all right.
So you should be.
Not a problem.
Blame family.
And Spider Spid, evening Spider Spid, he's going for a long run. Then he's in the workshop doing some shopping and beer. And Brad R is saying he wish he could get into the workshop, but he's taking his kids to see their mum, and since she's currently stationed about 4.5 hours drive away.
I think because I've been uni all week, so I've not really spent a lot of time with the missus. And then I'm going to Yandle Saturday.
Yeah.
I better
Barry Chitty is going to be finishing off a club competition piece. Tim from TFT Turning's just come in, and Leah is not sure what she's going to do yet. Depends on what the hubby has planned. Ian Leach has just come in. Evening, Ian.
Evening.
What about yourself, Wayne? What are you going to be up to this weekend?
We're going to get some wood processed. What I've got some silver maple, but the weather forecast says no. And,
the weather has been grim.
No, the weather up here has been absolutely fantastic, and it is going to be tomorrow. But Saturday we've got rain coming in.
Yeah, well, it's rain Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, Shane Hurst has come in, and James
it was
Crawford as well.
It was really nice this morning, and then sitting there at the desk, I looked out the window, and it was like,
Yeah.
Lucy's just come in.
Hiya, Lucy.
And Jason Leveron as well. Oh, and Jennifer as well. Yeah, they're all coming in now.
I reckon Brian's finished.
Yeah, I think Valerie's on about doing some turning this weekend, so I'll probably be in that workshop. I've got a few bits and bobs to do, so I'll just go with it.
Let's turn that extractor off because that's really annoying
Jamie's just said, is Big Feeties only called Big Feeties because he compares his feet and Valerie's little feeties?
Big feet, little
Kelsey's
feet.
Crafts just come in, and McDews, Alan Gibb, Kev. Yes, it is me. Well, in fact, it's both Wayne's Kev.
Yeah.
So I've just marked, they're roughly every inch, and I'm just going to put a little indent in, just with the tip of the skew.
I don't know if I mentioned Alan Gibb had come in, but he's here anyway.
I'm called Big Feeties, Jamie, because the amount of times I put my big foot in my mouth.
And then I'm just going to enforce them lines. This is the Carl Jacobson.
No, it's not. It's nails.
It's Carl Jacobson's Easy Wood.
In fact, no, it's not. It's the Easy Wood Tools one. Of course it is.
Yeah,
sorry.
Carl Jacobson's signature one. But you don't have to have anything like this, you know. Florist wire, guitar strings.
Yes, Kev, it's a dibber.
Also great for cutting cheese.
Yeah, we're just doing some simple projects tonight, Kev, with some firewood that I rescued.
Now he's trying to burn it again.
Brad R saying the weather where he is has been nuts. It was 4 degrees C this morning, and it's 31 degrees C now.
Wow.
Bloody hell.
Wow. Right, there we go.
I love that shape on handle.
And the other thing with these is you don't have to spend a load of time applying finishes. You can if you want to.
Dave's in. Evening, Dave. Haven't seen
Hiya,
you for a while.
Dave. What I tend to do is I will batch turn a load of these, and then I throw them in a bucket, and then I just put oil on them and let them sit in the oil in the bucket for a little while.
I don't. It's been a while since I've done dibbers, but I don't usually put a finish on dibbers. Now, Andy Bundy Rowe has said you could use a bit of Formica. You've got to be careful using Formica to do burning lines because of the fumes it gives off.
Yeah, I've got some. Cool, you can tell how long this has been. This is edging strip, but it doesn't tend to. You know, if you use it too much, this one just tends to melt.
Yeah, but it can't. I don't have the edging strips like that. I've got sample pieces of Formica.
Yeah.
But it does give off some nasty fumes.
Used to be
Kev
able to
said
keep-
he's. Yeah, but Kev at 9K Creations said he never thought of doing different size dibbers before for different plants until he heard something from Axminster.
Yeah, you used to be able to
No,
get
you don't.
Formica bits from certain DIY shops, couldn't you? At one time, I've
You
not seen
could.
them for
I think
ages.
I think the last lot I got. In fact, I got some from. I think it was Christine and Michael Heseltine. I think they sent us some, but you can get them from the likes of Howdens and things like this.
I know Valerie's got loads, but I'm not brave enough to pinch any.
Right, where is my little skew?
Oh bloody hell! Lucy's saying she almost put shorts on today.
And again, I'm just using the tip of the skew just to go in. And I'll take it down to a couple of mil this end.
I don't know where Herb's been, but he's back in.
I use guitar strings, and my son's got 7 guitars, so you don't notice them.
Oh, so you never run out.
Jane, Jane makes jewellery and has made jewellery before with guitar strings. And she went to a guy in the town here who makes guitars, and they got all the ones that haven't been used before, been returned, things like this. And she ended up with about 3,000 of them, I think it was, wasn't it, Jane?
Nice.
Yeah, about 3,000.
So you can just break the end bit off. And I'll just go with my trusty spoon carving knife. Just take the little knobbly bit off. And then you just finish the rest by hand. There you go. Nice, simple project. Throw loads of them in a basket at a craft fair. £3 each.
There you
Everyone
go.
is happy.
That's that done, and we'll see you next week.
Right. Let's go for what my favourite wood. I haven't turned to you in such a long time. What I did last night is I just did a bit of pre-turning and put a...
Yeah, Dave's put in that he likes the... Well, sorry, Kev's put in that he likes the handle on that, and then Dave G's put in that he loves the handle shape as well.
Cool, thank you very much. It's not my design, so it's how Keith taught me to do it. So we'll give Keith the credit. Let's just get rid of the elbow stabber. So another thing that I seem to sell loads of at a craft fair.
I love you too as well, Ian.
Is mushrooms.
Yeah,
don't
they do
know.
tend to sell.
I don't know why. I do them all shapes and sizes. We'll try and leave some of the bark around the edge. Not sure how much is going to stay. I don't know how long this has been down. It feels pretty dry. But as I said, not sure how long it's been down. Alright, so we're going to go in roughly there.
Well, Dave said, I've never understood woodturner's fascination with mushrooms. Dave, it's not the woodturner's fascination. It's just that when you make them and you put them up for sale, they sell.
They sell really well. And ladies love to come along and fondle them as well. Don't know what it is.
Radar said he's never turned you before. It's not common here in the States. I think the only place it is common in the States is in the Northwest, Oregon, Washington area, because there's a particular species that comes from that area.
I like the fact you get different colours in you as well.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
If it's been near iron, you get the purple. You get all sorts of colours in the heartwood. Move that tourist in a little bit.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, we're getting a couple of comments about various things that mushrooms do get called when people are turning them.
Yeah.
The funny thing, I mean, Dave said that he could never understand the fascination with mushrooms. There must be a fascination there because Robert Sorby actually make a mushroom scraper for doing the underside of the top.
You'll see one in a bit.
Yeah, Dave said it finishes really nice as well. Yeah, that's another thing about you. I mean, it cuts really well and it finishes absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Bob Rice has just come in.
Hiya, Bob. How are we looking on that? Yeah, maybe a little bit more. We have been lucky and managed to keep that bark, which is good.
And Scott Hampton's just come in. Evening, Scott.
Evening, Scott.
I got 45 in, Scott.
Excellent.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, everyone. As I said, just simple projects tonight. When you've been sat at a desk all day, you just want to come out and make something. So that's what we're going to do.
Scott, is a bit of a design thing. Can you go in on the top a bit further in where the natural edge is and make the top a bit thinner?
Well, a bit more pointy.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pointing at the bloody screen here.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Wayne. I know what you mean. We can do that.
Yeah. Dave G said he's only ever made one mushroom from a Banksia pod, and they are horrible to turn with bits flying everywhere.
I have never turned Banksia.
Right, I've been turning Banksy nuts since about 1987, I think. They are horrible. The outside is certainly horrible because bits do fly everywhere. But once you get to the inside and they get polished up, the finish really nice.
I might have a look see if I can pick one up at Yandles over the week on Saturday.
And they were named after, if you didn't know this, they were named after Robert Banks, who was a Scottish botanist or horticulturalist when he went out to Australia. Lucy's asking, Scott, do you have any stickers? I'll put an extra on that, and if you do, take them down to Yandles with you.
I will have some stickers in my pocket at Yandles. On how's that shape, Wayne?
Yep.
Yes, I will have some stickers with me on Saturday. I'll also have another turner with me. Doesn't do YouTube. We started learning at the same time together. He doesn't do as much as I do. He's been a friend for a long time, and we haven't been out together for ages. So,
right, Mike from Dancers with Aardvarks has just come in.
So's Yui. Yui's now in.
Hi, Huey.
Oh, Shug's here. Evening, Shug. I don't know if Lucy got one of my stickers last September.
I'm just going to give this a quick tickle on the Pro Edge.
Lucy saying, question. How will we recognise you, Scott? He's the baldy fat one, Lucy.
The baldy fat one that'll have a t-shirt, hoodie on probably, or a t-shirt on that says the Bluelight Turner. In actual fact, there'll be two bald blokes together because Mark's bald as well.
Scott will be the one what's fallen on the floor within 20 minutes.
At least my car won't be catching fire. Oh, did I say that?
Andy, your 60's just come in.
Yui says he's always covered in bandages. That's what.
Can I have a look at this banjo? It keeps dropping.
Buy one of them things to keep it at the same height.
Oh, what, one of those really expensive things to go around the bottom of it?
No, you make one out of wood and just stick a screw through it.
Yeah.
What's that mean? Valerie's got one of the Axminster ones, and it helps her tremendously. Her hand's not working very well. It's
Dave's asking, what lathe have you got there, Scott?
So this is the Axminster. Hang on. I think it's they called it the 1218 VS when I got it.
Yeah, that's one
now,
of the Oldcraft ones.
It's a 305, isn't it?
Yeah, hobby. Yeah, it's now the 305. Its days are numbered in the workshop.
Not a good little lathe though. I used to have one. It's
so I've got this one. I've got this one, and I've got one next door as a demo lathe. But I am going to be buying Dale's coronet off him. So
now, Shug's just come up with a good idea. Instead of having to buy one of them colours, why not just use a Jubilee clip?
Sorry that I missed that.
The collar for going on the tool
Oh,
post.
Jubilee clip.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've got some of them. They're no good for anything else. They're too bloody small, but
Dewey needs to find uses for Jubilee clip because Polly's fed up of them going round washing machine.
alright. So we'll come back. We'll make this a little bit more ornate. But what we can do, as Wayne said, I don't think this is a Robert Sorby. I'm not sure which make this is. But this is a mushroom tool. So ideal for getting.
It looks like a Hamlet.
Yeah, it hasn't got. Actually,
No, it's got nothing
hang
on
on.
there.
No, it has.
Oh, it has.
Crown tools. There you go.
Oh, it's a Crown one.
It's a Crown one.
Not bad that. All three good Sheffield brands all in one sentence. That Sorby's, Crowns, and Hamlet.
The only thing that I found with the Sorby one is that they have it sharpened in the other direction. So they're assuming that people are actually having the top of the mushroom towards the headstock.
How much we got on the edge there? So we're quite thin here. We've only got a little bit there, so we can get some more depth in there.
Yeah, Martin Ford's just come in. He said, "Evening, everyone. Apologies for being late. We spent the day with Mick Hanbury at Trinity Street doing with colours. Awesome day. Yeah, if you spent the day with Mick Hanbury doing colours, it would have been an awesome day."
Could almost do with another camera up this way, but
Oh, Ward's just come in. Evening, Ward.
whole nother country. There we go.
Got 51 in, Scott. 51 inch out.
Oh, nice undercutting there. That's quite. It's probably only a couple of mil there. So let's finish this stem. Make this look a little bit more ornate, not so clunky. Where is the smaller one?
Yeah, Ian Lisa said, "Mick is pretty awesome with our club last month. Very impressed." Yeah, I first met Mick at I think it was the first Maker Central. I first met Mick, and the thing that I like about him is he doesn't care about giving out information and showing you how to do things and giving advice out as well.
Get in there a little bit more. I'd like to try and get a little bit more of an undercut in.
Mick were at Newark show and he gave Valerie a, I think 3/4 hour lesson with the airbrush, which is quite handy.
Oh yeah,
There we go. Right. That lives on that one. Let's do some sandy.
Watch your fingers.
I'm using a drill, mate. The fingers is a bit underneath for the minute. So we turn it on. Extraction on. You do have to be careful with the dust from you. Right.
Deal's just come in the chat.
Evening, Dale.
Wayne, I think Lucy's just asked you a question there.
Oh no, don't missed it. Do you have any idea who gave Kessler a little leg cup at Newark? No, I don't. I don't, Lucy.
Kev is asking you, Scott, is that an angle grinder with an extension in it?
No. So in the description there is a link to this. This is a Makita right angle drill. And what I've got is the Simon Hope quick change arbor. So I can literally, rather than take the pad off, I've got 6 of these. I just swap it out for a different grip. So that was 180. Do 240.
Dave G says he's got a couple of friends who can't turn new because of how toxic it is.
Yeah. Lucy said, I think this is back at you, Wayne. He was turning them at the time, and she thinks his name was Mick, somebody or other.
No, I only know, the only person I know who passed them on was Chris Fisher, not the blind woodturner, the pyrography doodles.
The other one. Ward's having to go.
Cheers for popping in, Ward.
He's probably had to go and do something.
So you do have to watch your fingers. Now, I'm not sure if I'll be live next week. I will be up in Scotland. We might do a tumbler on tour. I don't know. I need to speak to Dale. Or we might just be hanging out as mates. Just keep an eye on the.
Yeah, well, I'll be up. I'll be up to see you either on the Friday or the Saturday, one of the two.
Cool.
If you want to do a tumbler on tour on Maker's Pizza Day, Scott, feel free. Or the night before. Or the night before.
Or the night before, we could see.
Yeah.
And Dale has said, in answer to the Tumbler on tour, why the hell not?
In which case,
It was Mick Hughes who gave Lucy the egg cup.
at Dale's, I've got some oak burr that I brought last time I was up there.
Very nice.
Might try and turn something out of that. Alright, so that was 80, 120, 180. I'm just going to do 240.
So you're travelling up on the Thursday, aren't you, Scott?
No, I'm travelling up Wednesday afternoon, evening.
All right, okay.
I think my flight's like 4:30 from Gatwick or something.
Okay. Dave G said, is everybody going to make a central? It'd be good to see you all again. No, Dave, I'll not be there.
I'll be there. I've got to buy my ticket, but the hotel's booked. I just ain't got a ticket to get in the show. I was going to hide in Wendy's handbag or sneak underneath Valerie's chair.
Yeah.
Right. How are we doing on time?
20 to 9.
We might just get the 3 projects in. Thought I had. As we're standing, we've lost a little bit of bark, but it doesn't really matter. So this is just a methylated spirits, just to clean. I love it when you do this. You can sort of see what it's going to look like.
We're not. Dave says he'll be at the Hilton if you fancy a beer in the bar. I'll be there Friday. Dave, we're not doing the hotel. Too expensive this year for me. I'm driving down both days.
I'm doing the premiere, but there's no reason why I can't go over the Hilton one night. Maybe
Anita's
twist Wendy's up.
Good evening, Anita.
Hi, Anita. All right.
No, affordability this year, just can't afford to go.
Yeah, you've got to pick and choose. It's just, you can't afford them all. It's a bit...
Right, Dave's just said he'll be on the House of Resin stand each day for a few hours. Now, I heard from somebody the other day that the House of Resin weren't going.
Well, we would definitely be doing a resin stand because I'm going with Wendy. So, and Wendy's a resin artist. So, and I think Claire's joining us as well. So that was just. Forgot to show it to the camera.
Wayne, didn't
conversation starter?
Didn't Di say the other day?
Yeah, he did. He said he
House of Resin. That House of Resin weren't going.
Yeah, they had a couple of reasons. I can't remember them offhand, but he did say we're.
Oh. Right, Dave. Now, one of the guys who's part of one of our groups, he was going to be on the House of Resin stand as well, and he just said either yesterday or the day before that his had been cancelled because the House of Resin weren't going. Now, that was just 2 days ago, Dave.
So this is a True Grit. They'll be at Makers.
Right, Martin was saying about his training that he had with Mick Hanbury. He said it was champion. I was lucky as he was the only one in the course. Same happened when I did texture and pyrography with Mick. And Mick will be at Makers. Mick was on the Turner's Retreat stand last year. I would imagine he'll be on Turner's Retreat again.
I don't actually think I've seen Mick. I missed him when he come to club.
He was at Harrogate last year on the Turner's Retreat stand.
Yeah, he was.
Was he turning or was he doing?
He was right beside. He was on the same stand as Kes and Phil.
I probably walked right past him then. I think I was in heart attack after buying them thread chasing tools that I still haven't used. I need lessons with
Yeah,
Wayne
Brad
on them.
R said one day he'd like to go to Maker Central. Obviously, he's in the States, because he follows a lot of us in the UK, but flights are super expensive.
Maybe
Scott
the
is
pizza
saying,
day or
is anybody going to SWAT this year? I'll not be at
No.
SWAT this year, I'm afraid. I don't know. I know Martin Saban Smith's going to be over there from Hampshire Sheen. He's going to be at SWAT this year. I'm not very sure if Jake Thompson from Northside Custom Crafts is going to be there or not.
So we're just buffing off the True Grit. And then we'll pop some microcrystalline on.
I think Makers is an unknown quantity this year with its going to be more craft oriented. So be interested to see what it's like.
Yeah.
It's got to be better than last year's.
It has got to be better than last year's.
As long as if they've got those poxy robots, they put them right out of the way. I was doing the interview, or was being interviewed by Shadow Foam last year, which kept having to stop it because you couldn't hear over the top of the.
See, it weren't too bad.
It worked to my benefit because I got to sit and have a cup of tea with Colin first. But
it were near Easywood Tools, which weren't too bad because Jamie were louder than the robot was.
You know, the biggest annoyance I found from last year's Makers, there was loads and loads of people there who were actually showing stuff but not selling.
yeah,
Axminster for one.
Definitely.
Arbitech for another one. They were another one who were there just demonstrating, weren't selling.
yeah, because we went and looked at Arbitech, didn't we?
We did, yes. Ian said Nick Zametti does some interesting stuff. I don't know if you're talking about his YouTube channel or the shows he tries to put on, but it's not Nick he might still be part of it, but it's not actually Nick that's running Maker Central this year.
No, it's a different company, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Creative Crafts, I think it is.
And there's a new card as well now, isn't there? It's not the Maker Central membership card, it's the How To card or something. Yeah, that'll do. Right, let's cut this off.
Ian was talking about Nick's YouTube channel.
You know what? I think I'm being a bit hopeful doing it with that really thin one.
Dale says, tell Scott his zip's open.
Good on Scott. He didn't even go and check.
My smock's covering it, so I don't have to.
Dale says the Yorkshire version of the app is called How Do. It's probably called Alright.
And then we'll send that off.
Mark from Shop Dog said it doesn't appear to be as popular this year. Kev has said Shop Dog, the price is so dear, and then he's come back and said Shop dog was
Unless you do the
parking.
Dremel
I
thing.
could get 2 new gouges.
Dremel were doing the scrap wood thing, didn't they?
Well,
Might
yeah,
look at
but
that.
you still got to pay for parking. I mean, the parking is an absolutely ridiculous price.
Yeah, definitely.
I've got a plan with the parking.
£25.
I know a mate that's driving, so I might chat him up, see if he can come via the hotel.
Definitely.
See, the thing
As
is,
my mum said, if you don't ask, you don't get.
no, the thing is, okay, makers is good. There's lots of celebrity, YouTube celebrities there and everything like that. There's some good joining in stuff to do as well. But for people who enjoy woodwork, Harrogate is by far a better show.
Oh yeah,
Oh, definitely. Harrogate's probably best show here.
And the parking's free, and the prices are around about a tenner a day.
right.
Yeah, I mean, Martin Ford says it's a bit of a trek from Lincolnshire. To be honest, the Newark show in Lincolnshire is not quite as good as Harrogate, but it's up there. It's good show, really good show.
So
And
we're
it's
gonna have a
about
go at a
£7.
weed pot.
A weed pot.
A weed pot. Last one I turned of these was at Dale's barbecue. And it got nicked or rehomed.
Yeah, Mark Shop Dog said staying at the Hilton and flying. It's around about £1,000 for him. I think with me driving down, I mean, the Hilton itself, if you're staying for 3 nights at the Hilton, that's you're kicking 600 quid there.
I think Premier Inn for 3 nights for 2 of us, including breakfast and evening meal, is 480 quid.
Yeah, I checked over there how much it were going as late, and it was 600 quid. I thought, no, I could go down in a blooming taxi, cheaper than what I could.
Right.
So that's
Kev
just
said,
driving down.
Wayne, the Harrogate tickets are not available until September. Yeah, I know, bro. I've already got my hotel booked. Lucy said, question, Wayne, what sort of things people are at Maker Central? There's a lot of YouTube makers, the likes of Colin Furs. I always forget his bloody name from the States.
Jimmy DeResta.
Jimmy DeResta comes across. I don't think Bobby Duke's going this year. Whereas there's a lot of YouTubers that get there. Some big names, some not so big. It's still a lot of it. Over 50% of it, over 50% of it is still woodworking orientated, though.
There's a lot of crafts there this year. I've been looking on it, and yeah, a lot of good. I mean, there's one Lucy.
Are Roy Obi there?
I've no idea.
I want to see if I'll make a beer crate because I missed it last year.
Yeah, I want to steal one of their chairs.
You're only jealous because Jamie got one.
I know. My name and all. Cheek.
Yeah, Dave. Dave said he drank lots of Guinness and we had lots of fun. Yeah, I spent a bit of time in the bar with Dave last year's with Yuval from Italy. I think Peter Brown joined in the company as well last year with me and Dave. So yeah, it's good. It tends to be at everyone I've been. It tends to be that everything tends to happen after the show finishes. Everything tends to happen in the bar afterwards.
It's normally there, isn't it?
Mind you, the last twice I've been at Makers, I've been paid to go there.
Sorry, Wayne, I missed that.
I say the last twice I've been at Makers, I've been paid to go there.
You can't really moan at that, can you? What am I after? Don't want to go too thin there yet because I've still got this top bit to do. I just wanted to get a rough idea on shape.
Tim from TFT Turning saying he's been paid to go this year. Should be fun. It's always good if you're paid to go somewhere.
More shop dogs gotta go. No, so you'll see us all later.
Catch you later, Mark.
Mate. Are you bringing your good lady wife, Dave? Actually, more important, Dave. Did you hear some noisy ambulance man go past your house last week? I used the bullhorn as I went past Dave's house to say hello. My crewmate wondered what I was up to.
But I think this is in what I said about everything happens in the bar afterwards. And Barry Chitney said, that's no good to me, Wayne. That doesn't matter. There's a hell of a lot of people who join in at the bar afterwards who don't drink.
Yeah, you don't have to drink.
And Dave has said in what you were saying to him, Scott, every night, and it's always you.
It's not me every night. No, I literally went right outside Dave's house. So it beep beep. I was going to someone with a hurty finger, literally. So what I'm trying to do here is just keep some of the natural shape, some of the natural edge. It's like a rustic bud vase.
Lucy says,
Sweet.
Barry, you don't need to drink to have a good time. I'm proof of that. I'm not sure if I read that right, but yeah. Ian Leach,
Yeah, probably
enjoy...
Andy does, though.
I thought it was you don't have to take your clothes off to have a good time. Anyway.
Kevin 9K Creation says that's an incision shape. I don't know if he's talking about Lucy or Ian Leach, we enjoy Newark so much. Definitely going Harrogate. Ian, Harrogate is a step above Newark.
Oh, yeah,
really.
definitely.
And the toilets are clean. And the toilets are cleaner.
Yeah, Harrogate was a good show. All right. How we doing? 9 o'clock. Look at that.
9 o'clock. You're doing fine, man.
Yeah, Yui says he loves Maker Central. Parking is dear. So that for Yui, because it's just a short joyride away from where he lives.
It's like Harry. It's like Huey's back door, isn't it?
Yeah, a short joyride away from dodgy area he lives.
Dave's having to go. I'll see you later, Dave.
See you later, Dave.
Yeah, Martin's saying he was going to go to Makers, but the head of accounts is not that happy. And he's getting the vibes, it's not worth it. Oh, if I put that across for people who are going to Makers, I'm sorry. If you go to Makers, you will have a good time.
Yeah.
You will. It's just a little bit on the expensive side.
You got stickers? Take them because everyone's up for a sticker swap.
Oh yeah, they have sticker boards, huge sticker boards. Sometimes some get covered up. Oops, that's just
Let's see how I'm doing on thickness. Get some more out of that yet. No,
Oh, hello, Wayne.
Oh, what happened there? It's me.
Yeah. Can you quickly
Scott,
get out to workshop?
yeah, Scott has obviously pressed the wrong button, as he usually does. But I am sure he will be back in minutes few. God, I hope he will.
Meanwhile, Wayne will sing and dance for you.
I don't know what happened there.
You pressed the wrong button again.
I didn't touch the buttons. Right, as I was saying, I know what I was going to do tonight, and I've totally forgot. So we'll throw it in now. Let's come back to a camera so you can see me. No, that's Maurice's. You don't want to be seeing them.
Lucy says, I'd break with Wayne.
Right.
Yeah, Brad said dance for us, Wayne. I don't have any memes
He
to put the
doesn't
dance thing
dance.
up.
Right. So you may remember a few weeks back I turned this mulberry platter. So I've got a mate at work. I don't know if any of you follow the page Woody's Workshop or Pens for Veterans, but they've been raising money for Service Dogs UK, which provide therapy dogs. So there's a guy at work, he's been a veteran, he now works in the ambulance service, and he's just got one of these PTSD dogs. And they have totally, or Teddy has totally changed his life. So we'll start at a penny, and let's have a bit of fun. If you fancy owning this bit of mulberry, chuck your bids in the chat, and then I will pay the shipping and send it to you. And anything we raise, we'll give to Service Dogs UK. I did meant to mention it at the beginning of the night, and I totally forgot.
So £20 in. I was just thinking, if Wayne were actually in his workshop when Scream got to him, he could have done 2 bowls and a pen by then.
I could have done.
Oh, actually, let's hide you guys again.
Right.
That one. There we go.
Loses in the 30.
So yeah, if you want to check them out, there.
Deals in at £30 in a penny.
They have got a website, Service Dogs UK.
Hang on, Scott. Anita's come in with 50 quid.
Cool. I will
Brad,
ship.
No, this is for anywhere, Brad.
Yeah. I will ship anywhere. It's a good call. I mentioned it at the beginning of the night and I totally forgot.
The highest bid we have at the moment is Anita Ball with £50.
So I met Teddy with Jordan it's got to be a month and a half ago. Totally changed him. Totally. This dog will I don't know how they do it. Jordan has a lot of flashbacks in the night. The dog will sense that, wake him up, and go and get his medication for him. Don't ask me how.
Excellent. Right.
Just blows my mind.
We've had a couple of other bids. Deal came in with £55 and 55 pence, and Lucy has come in with £56.
Right. Let's sand this.
Stick the overhead on, Scott.
You almost want that Tony Hart music, don't you? Got that going around my head at the moment. There we go.
Brad R has come in with £56.50. Yeah, Alan said, Wayne, where's JP when you need him? He was in here earlier on. Deal, right, we had Lucy came in with 57 and Deal has come in with £60 and 60 pence.
Brilliant. I didn't expect it to make that much. Thank you, everyone.
Douglas has come in with, Douglas Mungham, that is come in with 70 quid. You can always rely on Douglas. What a man he is.
Oh, he's a man, isn't he?
He is, definitely.
I'm going to go over and see Douglas and pick up some of this ash that he's got. Not just because I want the wood, but I also want to shake Douglas's hand. You know, he does so much for us guys in the community.
I'll tell you what, Douglas has done so much and given me so much over the past few months. It is untrue. It really is.
The steak pie he sent me, or sent me 2 steak pies, they were awesome.
Right, Kev has said, any chance of the charity getting the plug in the description? You're going to have to put that in later.
I will add it in. I will add it in.
Right, hang on. Douglas put that bid in of 70. Deal said, Douglas, is that in sausages? And Lucy says, Deal in sausages? Question mark. In answer to that one, Lucy, I got a package from Douglas at the back end of last week, which was 2 Scottish breakfast packs. I mean, this man sends me some really amazing stuff. He does, which is why that thing about the sausages is in there.
I'll tell you what, let's do that, and then we'll pin that to the top of the chat. There you go. If you want to go over and have a look at what they do, Teddy has got a page on there. But you see these therapy dogs that assist people with wheelchairs, and obviously you've got the guide dogs for the blind and stuff. How does a dog know you're going to have a nightmare, or you're having a nightmare?
Probably because things happen when you're having a nightmare. If you're having a nightmare, you're dreaming. And if you're dreaming, you are in REM, rapid eye movement. Sleep,
yeah,
that is.
REM sleep.
Which is probably why they recognise it. Now, Shug's just put in there, oh yes, Douglas steak pie package is legendary. Now, this is the type of thing that Douglas does. He sent me a package one time, which ended up being a breakfast package, which was the wrong one. He was supposed to send that to himself. He was supposed to send me a steak pie. So then he sent me a steak pie. And then he sent Scott a steak pie. I think he said Shug a steak pie. I can't remember
Jamie?
if he sent Jamie a steak pie as well.
Do you know what? I've still got in my workshop on the wall. I won't show Douglas's address. But pinned to the top of, just on the wall in the workshop, is the bit from Douglas's steak pie. I don't know why it's there. It's been there, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to leave it there because Douglas is a legend.
He is. I mean, for the likes of me, especially since what happened at the beginning of the year with me with the flooding and everything. Douglas has been so helpful just with the messages he sends, but with other guys within our community over here, he is really such a guy. Lucy's asking, what does Douglas do? To tell you the truth, I have no idea. I just know he's a good guy.
He's a good egg. That's what Douglas is. He's a chicken farmer. He's a good egg. Right.
I think here in the UK we have got a really good sense of community.
Yeah.
A lot of people help out whenever you can.
I say, if you haven't, go over and check out the Facebook group. I think it's called Woody's Workshop now. It was Pens for Veterans. But Woody, the guy that runs it, every day, without fail, he has an auction, whether it's a pen, whether it's a clock, whether it's something. I made a load of pens and sent him other people do it, and he will do it. He supports 8 or 9 veterans charities. Let's say every day there's something, even if it just raises a couple of quid. There was an auction the other week, and we were all bidding silly bids just for the hell of it, just because it's gonna make a difference to one of those veterans charities. Because if it's something we don't do in the UK, that support our veterans very well, or government-wise.
Dale says Douglas is a barbaloo, so he's be careful of the bars. Just say nothing.
So, bit of conversation starter. Is he in Warminster? No, Woody is way up north. Where is that box?
Scott, everywhere's way up north to you.
If he's way up north, as far as Scott's concerned, that'll be London.
He's in Loudham in Nottinghamshire.
Right.
This is
okay. Hang on, Scott. Hang on. Douglas has said, Scott, he's going to send the £70, but please put the ball up for auction and get more money.
Douglas, you don't have to do that. But if you're sure, there is a link on there for Teddy on the page. But this is the sort of stuff, Woody does. Simple pen. But there'll be one of them a night. I won that with a silly, crazy bid. Just, it's a bit of fun. But thank you, Douglas. Who had it before Douglas? Do we want to carry it on that way? Or?
I can't remember.
Nor
Tell you
can
the
I.
truth. Let's go back and have a look.
Only if people want to.
Deal had it at £60 and 60 pence before Douglas put the bid in for 70.
Is Dale happy to continue, or do we want to
if you
start
want to
it
continue,
again, or?
If you want to continue with the auction tonight, we will continue with the auction tonight.
If not, we'll pull it up another night.
Yeah, Scott, you're seeing Woody's in the north. That's the Midlands, by the way. Yeah, carry on. Okay, so at the moment, Dale is winning this auction with £60 and 60 pence. Are there any further bids for that lovely mulberry bowl that Scott showed earlier on?
I will show it again in a minute. It's got stunning grain in it.
Lucy's gone to 61. And Dale said, "Go on, Wayne."
Dale says she doesn't want a day over 30, though.
Right. Dale has gone to 65. Oh, Lucy's gone. Right. Bradar put in 63 after Dale put 65, and Lucy has gone to £65.50.
Oh, I haven't seen the guy in Warminster. I know there are guys around the country that help Woody.
Now, the thing is that the thing is about veterans and turning. There are loads and loads of veterans out there who turn. Me being one of them.
Yep.
Bradar is gone for £66, and Lucy has gone for £66.50. I think
Lucy wants this bulb.
Remember to stick it in the car.
Yep.
And Dale's gone to 70.
Dale's gone to
I will show it again in a minute. We'll just finish working this true gritting.
I'm thinking about putting one of my bulls into this auction to get the price really up. Lucy's gone to £70.20.
Bradar says, "Go, Lucy. I'm having to convert from US dollars to pound sterling."
Just go with 50, Brad. Just go with 50s. The next one you put in is for $100, and then the one after that's for 150. It's easier that way, really.
I'm going to say just sticking extra notes on end.
Deal's gone for £77.77.
Hey, I like crazy bids.
Yeah. For such a round figure, Dale doesn't seem to like round figures.
The thing is, that's what we did with that pen the other day. I think I won it for £16.66 or something. Don't know. It was ridiculous. It was just, hey, running away with time now. Look at that.
Right, Douglas has said, Scott, that this is a serious one, okay?
Yep.
He just went to donate by PayPal, but it says the page doesn't exist.
Okay. Strange.
Right, can I suggest that Douglas, you and Scott swap messages about that?
Yeah. PM me, Douglas. Need be, we can sort it out. You can PayPal it to me, and then I'll just, when I see Jordan, because he still goes every week with Teddy for training.
Okay,
we can sort out getting to it like that.
Lucy's out of the auction at the moment, so at the moment, Deal is winning this with £77.77.
Lucy, is that Andy what's talking or you?
It's Lucy talking, but Andy's wallet.
Okay, no. Andy has just come in with £80.
Oh.
I can see this going into Andy's make a shelf rather than Lucy's make a shelf.
All right, there we go. So before I cut off, let's just show the bowl one. I want StreamYard. Let's come back to Ugly Cam. So there it is. It is just 11 inches.
That's what she said. Not.
Yeah, just under 11 inches. It's the one I turned the other week that I picked up of Homer Woods when I went out with my mum. I need to get back there and get some more. You don't see mulberry in that sort of size very often.
Okay. Dale has just come back in with £88 and 88 pence.
That's 4 fat ladies, that is Dale.
Are you allowed to say that now, though? No.
He just did. Andy's come back in with £90.
Are you allowed to have legs 11 anymore?
Okay. How much longer are you going to be on this piece?
Couple of minutes, mate. Couple of minutes.
Couple of minutes. Okay. We're going to do a countdown of where the hell's my phone? Can't find my phone. Win, have you got your phone to hand?
Yeah, but my screen's smashed. So it's difficult
Right,
for me to do anything with it.
Right, hang on. I found it. Right, we're going to do a countdown of 2 minutes. Right, you've got 2 minutes to go. Anybody else want to bid?
Well, if you, so Valerie's just passed me her phone, so that no problem.
Radar's going to have to take off, so he's obviously out of the run. One minute 30 left, and he is still winning with £90.
While you're doing that, I'm going to find a flower. Hello, Pearl.
Evening,
Oh,
Mark.
okay.
Right, dealers come in with £91 and 23 pence.
I'll never forget the time, Wayne, when you pressed the wrong button and bid slightly more than what you wanted.
Yeah, I know that was a real sickener. That was. Right, we've got 1 minute to go.
1 minute to go.
It provided a lot of entertainment for the rest of us.
It did, didn't it?
Got to love IKEA for their fake flowers. A little bit more off that one.
Okay, Andy's out. 30 seconds to go, and Dale is still winning with £91 and 23 pence. 17. 10 seconds to go.
10 seconds. Don't do a countdown. It might go bang like that rocket earlier on.
That's it.
There we go. So who was the winning bid? Dale.
Dale was the winning bid with £91 and 23 pence.
I'm not posting it, Dale. I'll put it in my suitcase.
Right, no, hang on. Things are getting complicated now.
Right.
Right.
Go on then.
Dealer said, cool. Now I'll pay up, but I want the ball sent to Douglas, please.
Right. Okie dokes.
Confused, yeah.
Dale, I will speak to you afterwards. Douglas, PM me. Yeah, we'll sort it out. We'll get it to where it's going. Thank you, everyone that has bid. What's that? 160 quid we've just raised for them tonight. For a spare of the moment auction. Thank you. I'm going to PM Jordan in a minute. And then he'll ring me and he'll
cry. Hang on. Douglas has come back and said, Scott, no, auction it again. Right. So at the moment,
we'll sort this out after the live.
Right. At the moment, you've got 70 quid coming from Douglas, I think. You've got £91 and 23 pence coming from Dale, but the ball is going back up for auction.
Hang on, Dale's just put, no, it's my bowl.
All right, then.
We'll sort it out after the live. But a massive thank you to everyone that has bidded. Fantastic. For a spur of the moment thing, I totally forgot to do it at the beginning of the night. I didn't even think it was going to make that amount of money. So, yeah.
It's funny that everybody wants to sort of give you money and then have your bowl.
Yeah, well, you know the reason behind that. Have you seen the state of that bloody bowl, Wayne? I mean, dear me.
Right. So what have we done tonight? We've done a garden dibber. We have one mushroom. And complete with a little IKEA flower. One little wee pot. Bud vase, whatever you want to call it.
There you go.
There we go. But all of that was destined for the fire pit, or for a fire pile. All stuff you can take to
Right.
a craft.
Douglas has accepted that he is getting the bowl.
Right, I will sort out. See, that's why I kept Douglas's address. I will get that packaged up and sent to you in the next few days. Few days, Douglas. Uni tomorrow. But I'll get it shipped off either Saturday or Monday.
Can I just say to Douglas, make sure you've got 3 very sharp knives to get into the packaging. Otherwise, it's going to take you about 3 hours.
What are you saying about me, right? You should have seen the package I sent off with all the kits here.
I'll tell you,
they were all in plastic bags, in bubble wrap, in a cardboard box that was then wrapped in the plastic. I'd just like to make sure my packages get there safe.
The last package that that Scott sent me, I said about Bryn taking 30 seconds. It actually took him about 40 seconds to get through it. And by the way, if you want to see a stressed out Bryn, now Bryn isn't usually like this, but if you want to see a stressed out Bryn, there he is. That's Bryn, really stressed out.
Really stressed. Look at that, hard life. Right.
But stressed out, that'll be Scott's kids when they just play past the bloody parcel. 4 days later.
Yeah. On that note, I'm going to hit the button. Thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you guys for earworming. Thank you Douglas and Dale. Next week, Tumbler on tour. We'll be coming.
Here we go.
And yeah, we'll do something from there. In the meantime,
Night, folks.
see you later.
Night.